of the past 12 months, this is the individual that has been the man in the Super Indy division here in IWC. A man who stepped up and overcome so much adversity. We want to talk about defeating Christopher Daniels in a steel cage, achieving his belt from Sterling Keenan, the wins over Shannon Moore, AJ Styles, Petey Williams, etc. And of course, the impressive win back in Super Indy 4, defeating CM Punk, Len Spector, and the man eyeing him in the ring right now, low-key, to win that championship. John McChesney's been through it all, but throughout that entire year, you got to think low-key may have been his toughest test, and now he faces that one more time. He wants to go into Super Indy 5 and retire that championship reign with honor.
You know, I got to agree with the Prophet of Profit. I was reading the IWC website today, and the prophecy, his column, I don't know if you read it or not.
Yeah, I'm familiar with it, yes.
But he at one point said, if you get hit by a car, you don't get back up and challenge the car again. He was lucky to survive getting hit by the car that is low-key. Why would you challenge it again?
Look at the intense stares in both men's eyes as this matchup gets started. Joe Dombrowski and Jay Worthington Farnsworth bring you the John McChesney defense of the Super Indy Championship versus the Rottweiler low-key. This will be McChesney's final Super Indy title defense before Super Indy Title Tournament 5, April 15th, where the winner of an 8-man tournament will be crowned the new champion. And if you think back, just before this matchup, our live crowd was treated to a great music video detailing some of the greatest moments in Super Indy 1, 2, 3, and 4, culminating with that beautiful exchange of chops between McChesney and Low-Key center ring. McChesney firing himself, and Low-Key with a quick grapevine in the ropes has McChesney's arm trapped, but it is only legal for 5 seconds. And who can forget that exchange of shots as McChesney stood center ring with a scowl on his face and met Low-Key for every shot he could dish out to him.
Oh, McChesney has proven he can withstand not just the beating of Low-Key, but the beating of Low-Key plus, what, 2 other men?
Absolutely.
To get through that?
And remember, this matchup was John McChesney's idea. Last month, he made the pitch to promoter Norm Connors that his final defense before Super Indy 5 will be against the man he defeated to win that tournament in Super Indy 4, none other than Low-Key, his toughest test to date. Some may say McChesney wanted to go through that one more time to prove he really is among the best, if not the best, in Super Indy's history.
Well, yeah, but I mean, it can be my idea for you to shoot me in the face. It doesn't make it a good idea.
That's very true, but McChesney wanted to end his championship reign with a bang.
Or, yeah, but that bang may be a shot to the face by a gun.
Might be. But you can't doubt that Low-Key is worthy of the opportunity.
If there's one word that describes Low-Key, it's vicious. If there's 2, it's vicious and dominant.
Yes.
Low-Key is not one to feel out an opponent. He's one to stand on top of an opponent and kick him till he hears a squeal.
Another word that'll describe Low-Key, focus. He has not taken his eyes off of John McChesney since McChesney made his way through the curtain. And what about the referee to this contest? You want to talk about Low-Key highlights in IWC? Super Indy 1, the kick heard around the world. Low-Key just about concussed CJ Sensation beyond belief in Super Indy 1's quarterfinal.
Knocked him unconscious at one point, didn't he?
Wouldn't be surprised at all. That was certainly a little before my time. My wonderful colleague Jeff Gorman was there for that. I'm sure he'll be able to shine some more light on that. But certainly, even 4 years later, that's one of the most well-known pieces of footage from the IWC archives. Low-Key will be a part of Super Indy 5. Certainly won't be in the actual tournament, but he will be in attendance April 15th. So a championship win here, he'd already be set to appear at Super Indy 5.
Low-Key just balanced himself on his shoulders and kicked John McChesney in the chest. Impressive physical act.
A lot of people might be wondering what Low-Key has to gain from this matchup, considering the belt will be relinquished at our very next show. Well, Low-Key can relinquish that belt as an undefeated Super Indy champion. That certainly makes him the #1 contender for whomever the winner of Super Indy 5 is.
I don't know. Precedent has been set that you don't necessarily have to give up the belt.
Well, no, you do. That's the rule. Some in the past have refused to do it.
Some. Let's name names here. Sterling James Keenan did not relinquish the belt.
But in the record books, it was noted as a McChesney title victory. Wait a second, we got McChesney firing back on Loki in the middle of the ring. Loki with those forearms, and McChesney meeting him move for move. And if you remember last month, when McChesney issued that challenge, he kept slapping himself in the chest over and over again to signify chops like Lowe's. To turn McChesney's chest bright purple after Super Indy 4. Duck him up. Wild swing in the back elbow. Satellite head scissors by McChesney. Takes down Loki. Huge drop kick takes Loki down. McChesney's firing away. Over the line. Hits him with a knee right to the midsection. And McChesney. You want to talk about focus and dominance here. Northern Lights count of 2.
What we are seeing is not a John McChesney who's playing to the crowd, who's happy to be a champ, who's willing to get by on what he's done. What we are seeing is a John McChesney who's matured over the course of a year and who is taking the viciousness back to low key.
That's right.
We have not seen this aggressiveness, this streak in John McChesney.
McChesney went right into a chop. Tries to elevate Loki, but Loki with that great sense of balance. McChesney able to hit a quick elbow though. Loki just blocks that attempt.
He didn't block it, he threw it down.
Uh-oh. Huge kick, shades of Loki and Kid Sensation from years gone by. You could see the impact he hit McChesney's head with right there.
You could hear him scream as he kicked him. That was as much force as he could muster, and then some.
Loki does not get 3, however. Loki's known in years gone by how intense and how perseverant McChesney is. Loki got frustrated at Super Indy 4, tried to choke McChesney completely out, and that was his downfall. Has Loki learned from his one and only mistake in the Super Indy 4 tournament? Quick elbow, follow through cover, but only a count of 2. Slams him down. Body scissors. So tough to breathe when you're in this predicament.
And we saw him slap this lock onto Jason Gorey during the Super Indies last year. And you just heard Jason Gorey screaming and writhing in pain.
Another Super Indy matchup I'll never forget, Loki and Jason Gorey from Super Indy 4. And that was a great introductory course. If you weren't familiar with Loki before, you know what he's all about after that match. A reputation he has learned and mastered the world over, including in Japan. Loki, a frequent competitor in Pro Wrestling Noah right now.
McChesney trying to work his way to the ropes, but really I don't know that that's the route he wants to take. It's going to be a lot of energy to try and get there. And Loki just let him go.
Well, apparently Loki thought he was going to get all the damage he could out of that. Move on to another arsenal here.
Or maybe he figured it just wasn't mean enough.
It could be true too. Driving those shoulders into the midsection. Of course, Loki teaming with the likes of Homicide in recent weeks. Homicide, Ricky Reyes, Rocky Romero, collectively known as the Rottweilers, in Ring of Honor for quite a long stint, as well as various other promotions. Loki's gone back to the street, so to speak. Not the disciplined fighter he was years gone by. Obviously still disciplined, but now he takes an entirely different approach to his matches in terms of his attitude. Much more aggressive, if you can even imagine that, in comparison to past Loki matches. McChesney puts the brakes on the attempted Irish whip, and now Loki's turn to run into a forearm. Leapfrog Loki to the outside. The momentum carries him over.
Saying Loki got more vicious is like saying a Scotch bonnet became a habanero. It's just very difficult to imagine unless you've seen both, or experienced both, I should say.
Wait a second, John McChesney got to take a chance here. Went to go high risk, but low-key grabbing him by the neck. Both men fighting back and forth. We can have a superplex here? My God. This could end a career right here if somebody hits this. McChesney almost goes over. Listen to the, you don't need description, you can hear it. Oh my God, hard chop. Low-key looking to split another blood vessel.
Low-key looking to save his own life there.
McChesney springs in, drives all his weight down on the back of Low-key's head, and Low-key gets driven right into the canvas cover. 2, is it? No.
It looked like he was almost going for a drop kick, and when he knew he wasn't going to connect, he just sort of sailed down onto the back of his head and just dropped his weight down.
That's a drop kick, leg drop combo. Board buster by McChesney. Drives Low-key down into that canvas once again, and look at the ruthlessness on McChesney. Staying on top of Low-key with those stomps, hook of the leg and a kick out.
Well, really, have you ever seen someone be as ruthless to Low-key as Low-key is to anyone else?
Very, very few times, but John McChesney has stepped up to the plate at Super Indy 4 and has right now. He's showing he's not afraid to take it to Low-key, punch for punch.
Maybe the key to beating Low-key is to be more low-key than Low-key. Can I work Low-key into that sentence a little more?
Very astute analysis, albeit somewhat redundant. But that's what John McChesney's doing, and it worked at Super Indy 4. Low-key lost his focus. He got into Low-key's head. Low-key was more determined to choke McChesney out than to win the Super Indy title, and it cost him. But now Low-key knows what to prepare for. Count of 2 and a kick out. Low-key's had 4 weeks to prepare for this match. McChesney's had 4 weeks. Before they only had maybe an hour.
And while Low-key was being drug out by John McChesney, he was holding his face and wincing in pain. John McChesney may have found a chink in the armor.
Low-key does not frequently show weakness. McChesney, great elevation on the drop kick. A McChesney specialty into the cover, but not going to beat Low-key that way. What an amazing main event. Super Indy title on the line. Just weeks away from April 15th, Super Indy 5. Claudio Castagnoli, P.D. Williams, Ricky Reyes, Matt Seidel, Delirious, Milano Collection AT, Spectre, Glenn Spectre, and Troy Lords as McChesney drops Low-key right in the front of his torso, gets a cover and a kick out. Any one of those 8 men could walk out of Super Indy 5 victorious. Any predictions real quick, Mr. Farnsworth?
You know, I've said it before, I've said it again. I think Troy Lords has a look in his eye that says fire, that says hungry for gold. I got to give it to him right now.
Also, April 15th, it's the Super Indy Scramble. You get the Super Indy 1 winner, Hentai, Super Indy 2 winner, Colt Cabana, Super Indy 3 winner, Chris Sabin, and of course, John McChesney, the founder, who is the best Super Indy tournament winner of them all. But right now, the focus is who will go into Super Indy 5, holding that Super Indy championship. And McChesney walks into a chop. Low-key gonna fire off again. And Low-key is gonna rapid fire over and over again, all on McChesney's chest, trying to bust a blood vessel. But McChesney reversing the whip, he catches him with a forearm.
McChesney is smart and getting up to his feet every time he gets leveled, because he's seen what happens when Low-key has a moment with you on the mat.
Springboard off with a drop kick. Picture perfect precision from Low-key. Into the lateral press. Low-key, new Super Indy champion, no.
John McChesney knows that if he stays down too long, there's a ghetto stomp aimed right at his ribs.
Absolutely.
And that means the end of the match.
Uh-oh. Speak of the devil.
He shall appear.
Low-key going high risk. Might be a ghetto stomp. McChesney gets out of the way. Like you said, that would have been the end of the match if Low-key had hit the ghetto stomp. Oh. McChesney, debilitating lariat cover. No. My gosh. McChesney hammering away again on Low-key. Taking the fight one more time, but Key gets the foot up, able to block it. Just a straight kick right to the upper body. And more knife edges. Is it just me, or are they getting more and more brutal as this matchup progresses?
He's making him know the longer he stays in the match, the more he's going to have to endure it worse and worse.
Look out, sunset flip here. Quick cover, McChesney gets a count of 2. Back of the chop. McChesney, quick roll up. Quick roll up, 2 again. Sunset flip.
Oh, look out!
Drives the feet down into McChesney. Going for the cover. We have a new Super Indy. No. And low-key thinks that should have been it. Can you believe, as much as I'd like to say, can you believe the punishment McChesney's taken? I think Loki's felt just as much.
Yeah, but if he is, he's not showing it. You can tell, even when he's getting punched in the face, he's not covering up at all. Oh.
Well, we talk about how hard it is to find weakness in Loki. Back suplex attempt. No, just drops him down.
He hit the amazing impact on him.
We got 3. Oh, 2.5 at least. Loki, no regard for McChesney's body, just deposits him down. Loki pressing the advantage. Oh, another chop. McChesney did not move. I look at Loki, a little taken aback by that. A second chop. Barely phases McChesney.
What the hell is McChesney thinking? He's seeing this cut. Yeah, he's proving he has nuts. Great.
Third time. He's in pain, but he's not backing down. And McChesney lights up Loki. A second time. Listen to those. Brutal knife edges. Loki screaming out in pain, and both men are still eyeing each other up. Another one for McChesney. My God, Fabulous refuses to move, refuses to budge. Look at the pain on his face, but look at the determination. Had it been about a dozen chops, barely moved him. McChesney is still on his feet. Another one to Low-Key. My God, can you hear that? And McChesney with rapid fire chops. And Low-Key staggers, but does not go down.
John McChesney answered chop for chop. And now we're hitting round 3 of this. How much more can each man take?
Low-Key with one. McChesney fires back. McChesney will not back down from Low-Key. And Low-Key, karate-style thrust right to the shoulder blade. Finally back to McChesney. McChesney
backed up, he's running.
Wasn't braced for that, missing with a flying forearm. Super kick from McChesney. Takes him up. TKO time. Drops him in a TKO. McChesney. Lateral press. Lateral press. McDowell kicked out. It still was not enough.
Everyone has talked about how strong of a stuff John McChesney's made of. Let's not forget, Low-Key is not exactly a cream puff. Low-Key can take it just as well as he dishes it out, and he is showing that tonight. He also beat, 3 other men to get to him the last time?
And McChesney picking Low-Key up, realizes there has to be more damage done to put him away. Another chop. Into the corner. McChesney follows through Low-Key. Gets the feet
Not
up.
where he wants to be. Oh!
Charging through. Drop kick sends him vaulting into the corner. What power behind it? What power? And Low-Key's gonna segue to a title win. No. And Low-Key getting irate at CJ Sensation, but McChesney will not die.
He won't die yet. He keeps taking those kicks, he might.
Every time you think we've seen it all from John McChesney, he shows just a little bit more perseverance and surprises us.
It's the mark of a champion, Joe.
Absolutely right.
And that was the mark of a cliche, Joe. Thank you.
Uh-oh, might be ghetto stomp time.
No, he's turned. He's getting up.
McChesney's out of position.
It's a race.
But Low-Key's still on. McChesney sends Sensation back into the corner. Low-Key inadvertently crotched. Not sure if that was intentional or not, but Low-Key is paying for it either way. God, more chops. Look out. What is he setting up for? He's going for a fireman carry. Is he going to TKO him from the second rope? No, low-key elbows out. Low-key elbows out. Both men jockeying for position here. Both men want to come out in the upper hand. Superplex attempt. Low-key hangs on. My God. What a forearm.
A straight shot right to his jaw.
And McChesney is all the way up top. Doing that superplex again. Can't get it. Loki's still fighting out. My God, a knife edge. A second time.
Oh.
Loki hammering whatever body part he can get to. Oh no. We saw this with Super 84. The Tree of Woe. He's gonna go for a ghetto stomp. It's a ghetto stomp. Loki just drove all the air out of McChesney's body. Cover. We have a new champion. My God. Loki just won the title. Unbelievable turn of events. The near year-long reign of dominance from John McChesney ends 1 month short, one show short of making it to the next Super Indy. Low Key is our Super Indy champion.
Low Key almost went through John McChesney almost a year ago. Today, he finishes the job he started back then.
Low Key learned from his mistake. He learned from his lapse in concentration a year ago. And tonight, it may have been 11 months after he wanted it, but Low Key is the Super Indy champion, and this all goes forward to April 15th, Super Indy 5. Super Indy Scramble with Hentai, Cabana, Saban, and McChesney. It's the Super Indy 5 8-man tournament. The most watched show on the IWC calendar year. Jay Worthington Farnsworth. That's it for us tonight, but don't forget to join us April 15th, Super Indy 5. One man's dreams will come true. Extending the hand to a beaten and battered John McChesney. We saw Low Key hold that belt up high, proud of his new accomplishment, and McChesney shakes the hand of a man who was for tonight the better man.
Impressive considering a year ago when a hand was offered to Low-Key, he flipped the crowd off, flipped the new champ off, and walked away.
Exactly right. Low-Key, the new champion tonight. April 15th, one more 8-man Super Indy tournament, Super Indy 5. Who'll be the next Super Indy champion?